Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of Midlife Crisis. Your host, Leo here. All right, so today's special. What we're going to be talking about is tires, okay? Look, guys, everybody's like, tires, they wear out. I don't want to spend a lot of money because they just wear out. You drive them, they get dirty. Well, yeah, you're right, they do. And they do get dirty, they do wear out, but you got to get the right tires. Let me explain why. Cheap tires will cost you a lot more money in the long run. Let me explain. You buy cheap tires for your Corvette or any performance car or motorcycle, right? Cheap tires, here's what's going to happen. They're going to not grip, okay? It's going to be cold out and they're going to slide a little, or they take a long time to heat up. They're a harder compound. Why? Because you looked at that rating and it said you're going to get 60,000 miles. You're not getting 60,000 miles out of a performance tire. The higher the mileage that the manufacturer guarantees you'll get, okay, the harder the tire has to be in order to get to that mileage. A softer tire is going to get less mileage. But here's the thing. If the tire is softer, then it's going to grip better, okay? Years and years ago, I used to own a motorcycle shop. And I get a kick out of it when guys would come in with their race motorcycles, right? With their Suzuki GSX-Rs and Honda CBRs and Yamaha R1s and R6s and be like, or their Ninjas, right, by Cowie. And they're like, I just want cheap tires. I don't want to spend a lot of money on tires. And I'm like, okay, well, cheap tires, when you're in a turn and you're leaning real hard and giving it gas and going fast, they're just going to go right up from underneath you, lose grip. You're going to crash, and it's going to cost you a lot more to fix that bike if you don't total the bike, okay? So same thing with the cars, okay? These cars, a lot of power, rear-wheel drive, fiberglass. They weigh nothing compared to other cars, okay? So what's going to happen? Cheap tires aren't going to grip. You're going to slam on the gas because it's a sports car, and you want to feel that rush. You're just going to smoke the tires, and hopefully that's all you do. You just smoke the tires. You get off the gas and you keep going on your way. Worst case scenario, that you're going to smoke the tires, the rear end's going to come out sideways, and you're going to shoot off into a tree, into a curb, into a guardrail, or heaven forbid, off a cliff. Okay, so let's not be cheap. Now, with that said, you do not have to blow the bank when it comes to buying tires. I have, on this car, it came with them, Michelin Pilot Sports. Okay? Michelin Pilot Sports. They're really good traction tire, okay? You got the 245 40 18s, 285 35 19s in the back. They're really great tires. Now, my tires, the car came with, they have a little bit of dry rot. They still have a lot of tread on them, but they're starting to get a little dry rot from just sitting because you don't drive these cars a lot. So you'll find yourself that you might replace your tires more often because of dry rot, because they're cracking and drying up and separating and becoming unsafe, than you do because you're wearing out the tread. Now, I priced these tires out brand new at a big name company that, because of their buying power, has the least expensive prices, right? The cheapest prices on the same exact brand name tires that would cost you more money somewhere else. And it still cost me $1,648 for the 4 tires mounted and balanced on the car. That's not even including an alignment. Whenever you do 4 tires, you want to get an alignment to make sure that those tires, you get the most out of them, right? Because you hit bumps and your alignment gets a little wacky off center and stuff. Now, that's a lot of money. Now, I know you guys are saying, look, you just told us you got to spend the money. You got to get the good stuff. You can't buy the cheap stuff. Here's a little workaround, ladies and gentlemen. We have the internet. You're watching me on the internet. There are plenty of other ways of purchasing on the internet. You can get yourself a great set of tires and rims even, slightly used for a fraction of the price of what 4 brand new tires will cost you. Example being, I went onto Marketplace, looked up, something local to me. I found a gentleman who was selling 4 tires with 10,000 miles on them. They might be 30, 35,000 mile tires with 10,000 miles on them. You're like, well, they're already, a third of the life is gone. Yeah, but I paid a third of the price. Okay, so it came with 4 tires and 4 rims. Instead of paying $1,648 for 4 brand new tires, I paid $500 for 4 tires with 4 chrome rims, mounted, balanced, and ready to go on the car, including with the TPMS sensors so that the car will read what the tire pressure is on each tire. Come on over here. Yeah, that's me. So these tires are in great shape. They are Michelin Pilot Sport AS3s. They're run flat tires. So if you get a flat, you'll still be able to get home. They'll run flat too. So it's a hard sidewall. Okay? I know some guys, they put non-run flat tires, just regular performance tires, but not with the run flat features because the sidewalls are a little softer, so you get a little softer ride in these cars because they're pretty stiff cars. Don't do that. They don't come with a spare, okay? Because the front wheels don't match the rear wheels, so they don't give you a spare for these cars. So if you don't get a run flat tire and you blow a tire out, you might destroy your rim. It might get destroyed before you even get to stop because there's such low profile on the side of the tire. With the run flats, you pop a tire, it'll get a little squiggly, you'll have to nurse it home, take it easy going home, but it will still get you home within a reasonable distance, okay? Or at least you'll be able to pull off the side and get a flatbed truck to tow you home if you're not comfortable driving on it, which is fine. You can do either or, whatever works for you. But like I said, I got these 4 tires with rims, TPMS sensors, balanced and ready to go for $500. I didn't have to spend $1,648. I'll get plenty of use out of these. And they are different rims than the ones I have. And if I wanted to, I can go and pay to have these tires put onto my own rims. And then I can just sell these rims. Or I can just put these rims on my car and sell the ones off my car to even recuperate some of the money. Now, I will disclose that the tires on the rims that you'd be purchasing used from me would have dry rot and you'll need 4 new tires. But maybe somebody just needs the rims because they cracked a rim, okay? And you give them a good deal. So I spent $500 for these 4. Maybe I list my rims for $400 the best offer and I take $300. $300 for 4 Corvette rims is a steal. So I'm helping someone out. I'm recuperating money. And then I ended up having tires for $200. And they're good tires. I didn't get cheap tires, okay? Look, me personally, I'm a Pirelli and a Michelin man, okay? Those 2 brands, great. I'm not a fan of Dunlop personally. Years and years ago when I had the bike shop, I got out in 2008. Hopefully from then till now, we're in 2023, they've improved their product. But on motorcycles at least, even the ones that came on the Suzuki's from factory, Dunlops just did not grip. They took forever to heat up. They wanted a longer mileage tire, and they did not handle the performance riding that I used to do on my racing motorcycles. Okay, I used to have a Suzuki GSX-R 600. I had a Yamaha R1. I had a Suzuki Hayabusa, which is a 1300. Okay, well, technically 1,299 cubic centimeters in an inline 4. Okay, very powerful motorcycle. I mean, I got that puppy going 185 miles an hour, and I wasn't even spraying the nitrous. So you really want good tires. When I did that speed, I was on Pirellis. I wouldn't have trusted anything else. Okay, my buddies, some of them ran Pirellis like me, some of them ran Michelin. Those are 2 huge names, great quality performance tires. I hope Dunlop has upped their game and is on point. I know that their track-only motorcycle racing slick for Dunlop is great, but street tire with treads, not so much. This is back in 2008. Right now we're in 2023. I do not know how those tires are these days, but I can tell you one thing. Pirelli and Michelin's great street performance tires. They have been for at least over 2-3 decades. Can't go wrong. I love them. These are great. They are the AS3 versus the regular Michelin Sports. So what's going to happen is the tread's a little different. This actually has more contact patch. The Michelin Sports, not the AS3s, the ones that are on this current car, they're a little better for the rain, but it's a convertible. I ain't taking it out in the rain. And if I get stuck in a little sprinkle, you know I'm going to baby it home. So I'm happy with these tires, and I recommend that you guys do some shopping around on the interwebs, do some homework before you just walk in somewhere and just throw a credit card down and all of a sudden get into a whole bunch of debt. You don't need it, okay? So try to save some money before you go buying something brand new. For this car being a 2008, we're in 2023. I mean, this car is 15 years old, right? So do I really want to spend a huge, absorbent amount of money? No. Car's 15 years old. Looks great. I love it. Runs fantastic. It's beautiful. I enjoy driving it. But I don't want to go broke because of it. Okay? So hopefully I helped you out a little bit. You'll do some homework. Make sure that you do some homework on your car. Make sure you try to get a good deal. Shop them around. Okay? There's a lot of steals out there. Sometimes people buy something, then they get rid of the car, and they got brand new tires. There was a guy that had brand new rear tires, $250. You're talking $500 a tire, and he's selling for $240. It was reduced from $300 to $240 for two brand new Michelin Sports. But the guy was 3 hours away from me. So that means I have to drive 3 hours there, 3 hours back. And I would go in my Dodge Ram pickup truck that gets, 16 miles per gallon, right? The way I drive, a little less on average, right? So you want to just assess. Keep your eye open. When you start noticing that your vehicle might mean something or that you want something, start looking then. That way you give yourself time to find it, because you might look and it might not be available, okay? You might be able to get a rear spoiler or a front splitter or side skirts or rims or exhaust or some kind of accessory inside or steering wheel, whatever it is. You might find it if you just look and take your time and you're not in a hurry. When you're in a hurry means expensive. That means you're going to be paying for it, okay? So take your time, put good tires, okay? Don't go out there and start putting Continentals, okay? I noticed, I'll give you another tip. The C7's 20-inch rims for the rear and 19s for the front will fit this car. They'll fill the wheel well a little bit more, but they'll fit it, okay? The gentleman that sold me these actually purchased the C7 rims for himself. So that's why he was selling these. Now, you know what else takes a 20-inch rim that's as wide as the Corvettes? Lamborghini, Murcielago, okay? So what happens? Those guys change tires all the time. Oh, it's been sitting. Let me change the tire. You can get Kumho tires, high-performing Kumho tires for short money. $300 a set, $400 for the tires. I mean, it's incredible deals out there. You just got to look. Take your time, look, and you will find something that will benefit you. I just don't want to see you guys, hurting, can't do the next project, can't go to the next car meet, can't spend money on super unleaded for your Corvette because you can't put regular in these things because you spend so much money on tires or any other part that you might need. Shop it around. You'd be amazed at what you'll find. All right? And make sure, no matter what you do, that you're having fun. You gotta have fun. No fun, no bueno. Okay? You gotta have fun. You gotta enjoy your toy, or else get rid of it. Thank you very much. This is Leo signing off.